Good morning, student. Last class we have studied about the concept of indifference curve. What does indifference curve means? So I said indifference curve provides the consumer with the same level of satisfaction. So in indifference curve, any point on the indifference curve represents same level of satisfaction to the different consumer. So after that, we gone through the concept of properties of indifference curve, or we can say the features of indifference curve. In that, first one we have studied indifference curve slope downwards from left to right. It is a downward sloping curve from left to right. So you can see it is a downward sloping curve from left to right. Second property we gone through that is higher indifference curve will give greater the utility. So you can see if the curve is at higher, that you can measure. If the curve on your right side which is higher, that you can measure like that. So the higher indifference curve will give greater level of satisfaction. So here I kept the combination of good y constant, that is 10, and I change the combination of good x, that is it is increasing. So higher the indifference curve will give higher the satisfaction. So the third concept was the indifference curve never intersect each other. So I said when it is intersecting, when it is coming one above the another, the point A, it represents the same level of utility or same level of satisfaction. Because of that, where the consumer is not able to reach a conclusion which indifference curve will give him higher the satisfaction. So that was the third property. Two indifference curve never intersect each other. Today we are going through with the last concept in indifference curve, that is indifference map. So the consumer preference over all the bundles can be represented by a group of indifference curve as shown in the figure, that is as shown in the map. This is called an indifference map. So indifference map is nothing but the collection of different indifference curve. Collection of different indifference curve together we will call it as a indifference map. So indifference map is nothing but the collection of or the bundle of indifference curve. Indifference map is a graph of indifference curves. It is an collection of many indifference curves where each curve represents a certain level of satisfaction. So here all the indifference curve are not equal. So each indifference curve will represent its own satisfaction. So IC1 is different from IC2 and IC2 is different from IC3. So each indifference curve on the indifference map represent the different level of satisfaction. So indifference map is nothing but the collection of different indifference curve together. We will call it as a indifference map. If it is a single indifference curve, then we will call it as a indifference curve. If it is a collection of many indifference curve together, then we will call it as a indifference map. Indifference map means collection or the bundle of indifference curve. So next one, an indifference map depicts the complete picture of consumer taste and preference. It represents the consumer taste and preference, which he is going to prefer, what is his preference, where he is getting satisfaction, that is represented in the indifference map. So indifference map, you can say it as it is representing the consumer taste and preference, his satisfaction, that is presented through indifference map. So next, OX axis represent good X. Here OX axis it represent good X and OY axis it is represent good Y. So why it is representing good X and good Y? Because it is having the combination of two commodity. So when it come to indifference curve, it is having the combination of two commodity that you can see on OX and OY. So here three indifference curve are there. So together we will call it as a indifference map. So IC1 means indifference curve 1, indifference curve 2, indifference curve 3. So here why we are studying indifference map in the sense to analyze which indifference curve will give us maximum or the higher satisfaction. So greater the indifference curve will give higher the satisfaction. Greater means which will be on the top. So here indifference curve 1, it is a below 1. Above that indifference curve 2. After that it will come indifference curve 3. Among these three curves, indifference curve third, IC3 will give the maximum satisfaction for the consumer. Why it is giving the maximum satisfaction to the consumer? Because it is having more amount of good Y and good X. While comparing other curve, it is having less good Y or good X combination. So least combination having, that is IC1. IC1 curve having least combination. When it comes to IC2, it is having greater the satisfaction. When it turn to IC3, it is having greater satisfaction than IC2. So higher the indifference curve will give higher the satisfaction, which one you have already studied in the properties of indifference curve. So here the indifference curve IC3 will give greater the satisfaction. So which is having more amount of combination of good X and good Y. Why the consumer will prefer IC3? Because if you are going to market, there will be three baskets in front of your eyes. The first combination will be good X and good Y. First combination will be you will get 2 unit of good X and 4 unit of good Y. The second combination is 2 unit of good X, 8 unit of good Y. The third combination is 2 unit of good X and 12 unit of good Y. So which one you are going to prefer? Obviously you are going for third option. Why third option? Because the third one will give you maximum satisfaction or the higher satisfaction. So which one is represent here? IC3. So here OY axis represent good Y, OX axis represent good X, IC means indifference curve. So which is written here? OX axis represent good Y, OY axis represent good, OX axis represent good X and OY represent good Y. Any point on the indifference curve, the consumer is different. So any point on the indifference curve here, if you are taking IC1, the consumer is different. So here this point will be different of one consumer, this point will be different of another consumer. When it comes to IC2 is the same thing. It is a indifference curve or the satisfaction curve of another different consumer. It is not a represent a same indifference curve for the all the consumer. So it is different. But different to the different indifference curve. So when it comes to the one curve is different to the difference of another curve. So which is different from each other. So here, but in different to different indifference curve. So the difference will changes as the curve changes. So here the consumer preference will be different. Here it will changes again. Here it will changes. It is not a satisfaction represent only one consumer. There will be plenty of consumer. So therefore, higher the indifference curve, higher the level of satisfaction. So higher the indifference curve will have higher the level of satisfaction. So IC3 is greater than IC2 and IC2 will be greater than IC1. It will goes on changing. IC3 will be greater than IC2 and IC2 will be greater than IC1. So I hope you understood what is indifference map. Indifference map is nothing but it is the collection of all the indifference curve together. We will call it as a indifference map. So I hope you are clear till indifference map. If you are having any doubt, you can clarify with me. So thank you, students.